Did you know that NASA is planning to go to the moon in 2024?
I did not know that.
I was not aware of any.
So I heard, and I'm not super familiar with it.
I mean, it was definitely newsworthy. So either from the news or Twitter.
I had seen something online about it.
God said in the Bible in Genesis chapter 6 says man is one, and anything they attempt to do, they'll be able to do it. That's when he split them up by language at the Tower of Babel. But God himself said, whatever man is one, and whatever he puts his mind to do, he can do it. I believe that.
Our technology here, we get a new technology. What happens? They make it better. I think they'll make space travel better if they go out and experiment more, and they will, have a better chance in drawing more interest. Maybe that's the key.
Who says we have to mess up the moon like we messed up the Earth? I completely understand that standpoint, but why not start with, exploration and research and taking those principles back to Earth and studying what we've learned?
I would love to. I think that if we send a methane hydrate block to the moon and then strike it with some type of a rail gun using a sulfurous iron rail and just heat that up, we could perform like instant atmosphere basically, and plants.
The technology becoming more advanced and, satellites easily being able to be weaponized now. It's for our safety. And then also, possibilities for future projects like the 2024 mission and getting, stuff established on the moon.
Well, I think, and I teach this to my kids all the time, I think in some ways technology has retarded us as a generation of people. Not so much those of us that grew up without it. No cell phones, no cable TV, no satellite radio. We had to be kids. And so our entertainment came from building and making and doing with our hands. Kids today, you stick them in front of a computer and they don't care how it works as long as it comes on.
While on the moon, if you do something wrongly, maybe it will have some bad damages and bad also consequences to humanity later on. So I think they might need to carefully start inquiring that part of the world.
And I don't believe in aliens. Let me tell you why I don't believe in aliens, okay? We hear about alien abductions.
Yep.
Have you noticed that only white people get abducted by aliens?
Is that so?
You never hear of a black person or a Hispanic person or German person getting it. It's always an American white person got abducted.
People die of heart disease. 640,000 people die of heart disease a year. Mm-hmm. And our government's is concerned about our health.
And I think people forget that. I think we have so many naysayers and skeptics of global warming, but it's real, and we're seeing the effects every single day, which is why I think space exploration and Elon's mission of trying to get on Mars by 2050 is so crucial, because we have no idea what's going to happen in the next 500 years. We can guess, we can assume, but I think preparing ourselves for what is to come, what is very well likely coming, is what he is trying to do.
I think if we turn the moon red with an atmosphere, people will freak out religiously and claim that we're like the doom of the whole world or apocalypse sign or whatever. But it's still worth trying. It's worth doing.
A microbiology scientist, and she was talking about how to build an environment to have a microbial system in the soil. And if it's possible to do it with the resources found on the moon or, meteors. And, then you just go from there and expand it to putting microbes on Mars, because there's already evidence that there used to be life on Mars.
So when you talk about the moon landing, you show the footage and you're like, okay, we landed on the moon, Kennedy said, but he doesn't see it, and we land on the moon, and then I just kind of move on. It's not that big in my curriculum, other than I show the videos, we talk about it. I think with this new thing for 2024, it'll be a really good opportunity to draw parallels between 1969 and, coming back to the moon. And, doing things, because one of the things we have to do in AP US history is we have to draw what we call synthesis. So we have to take out whatever a topic is and then compare it to another time period.
That might be the reason behind this whole thing. I mean, I think about it financially speaking, it's worth it, because for a company that it will be making money. For us as humans, it will allow us to discover maybe at a cheaper cost at that time to discover other places. I mean, other parts of our universe, which is good.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Hope you have a good rest of your day.